In the late 1970s, an unwanted threat emerged that would change the landscape of the Netherlands forever. Inspired by the punk rock and hip-hop, graffiti art threatened the serene peacefulness of the Netherlands. Graffiti was one of the first elements of hip-hop to penetrate the Netherlands. Graffiti artist David Jurgen's father started Club Agneton, where David says the hip-hop culture and lifestyle started for him. His father brought him to the club at the age of 6, and he was immediately engulfed in the lifestyle.
I got into the graffiti because my father had a club in Amsterdam. He started that club early 80s. It was the club Agneton, where also the hip-hop started in Amsterdam. The hip-hop in Holland started there.
Agneton was one of the first places who was allowing hip-hop evenings and music and very underground. And when I look at the movie Beat Street, Kool Herc being the DJ and the people, and it was the same effect that we had there in that, how you call it, basement?
Agneton was named after the Egyptian pharaoh Agnaton of the same name. The club has always been at the center and cutting edge of cultural, political, and social movements in Amsterdam. Punk and hip-hop all made their way to the people of Amsterdam by the way of Club Agneton. Extens got his start at Club Agneton. He was the first top 40 rapper in the region, taking the art form from the underground to commercial. LJ and Extens represent what could be considered the first generation of rap music in the Netherlands.
When I met LJ, she was like the first female MC of the Netherlands. I thought this is really going somewhere, it's going to be big.
LJ met her manager, Tariq Simon, as she was rapping on a train with her friend.
I found it interesting. That led me to go and speak to her and speak to her aunt. She invited me back to her house. At this time, LJ was 15. Yeah, I think probably maybe even 14, just turning 15. I proposed that LJ should really pursue a career in rapping because she had talent.
LJ's acceptance by her family was met with reluctance because just her very existence broke cultural, traditional, and religious tenets. The fact that she was born out of wedlock, she was basically a baby raised by a baby, and the fact that she had a black father went against the norms and tenets of the Mullican tradition. This rejection by family caused LJ mental scars that will reoccur throughout her adult life.
Yo, I came to take over, had enough of this.